Oh my God, bro.
I'm very disturbed and I'm very upset for what's been transpiring the last couple few days. You know,
Why is that? The Bears chose the right quarterback.
see, and it's stuff like that, bro.
I mean, he ain't lying.
No, it's stuff like that.
He ain't lying, bro.
You gotta get listen, man.
Dub, you got it.
What you mean? No, but it's not even just the Bears. I'm cool if the Bears is gonna sit here and side with a guy like that. But now the Steelers have put in Justin Fields on the basically as a backup. And it's like, I don't think the NFL should give up on him. You know, now
you think he's gonna be fully starting? Like you think like I think Russ is gonna start, but after that season, Russ is out of there.
So that's what I was thinking, right? Yeah. I was like, maybe this will be a good time for Justin Fields to, get some like tutelage under his belt.
Facts.
Get some understanding of the game better and being behind Russ for this year. But I just hope that the NFL is just not done with Justin Fields, and it seems like they are.
I mean, the trade market just wasn't that crazy.
I just think that people thought that people were going to trade for a first rounder or a second round for Justin Fields. I'm like, nah, he gonna go for the Sam Darnold value. That's just what it is. I think like if Sam Darnold can still get $10 million, still be a bridge quarterback, I don't think they're gonna be done with Justin Fields. Maybe if you want to say as a starting quarterback fully, he might be cooked. Depends. He might be, but we just got to believe it.
There's no way if people still believe in Sam Darnold enough to pay him what they're paying him and put him in the positions that they're putting him in. If you want to tell me that Sam Darnold is deserving of that, but Justin Fields isn't at this juncture, yeah, I'm not buying it.
Exactly. That's what I'm just saying. Like, I think his trade value. I just think the trade value he just went for that same raise. That's just what it is. I don't think the league is done on Justin Fields. Bro. I don't think they're done.
He's got maybe a shot, maybe one more shot though.
I ain't gonna lie. This next year though, he gonna have to show something though. Like he really gonna have to show something because if not, he might really.
But here's the thing: he's stuck with Arthur Smith.
But I think,
which is crazy.
He's in a better situation though.
Smith.
It's a better situation, but marginal.
It is.
By how much?
Okay, it's a much better situation because at the end of the day, the Steelers are a much more stable organization than the Chicago Bears are. Like, if you want to argue that, cool, go argue with a brick wall because you making the wrong argument here. Like, objectively speaking,
the Steelers, it's just the Steelers' offense has been trash for the last what 3-4 years now. So I can understand him being on a Steelers crew. It's a better organization to be a part of. But this is a Steelers crew where it's either one or the other. Either the defense is great or the offense is great. It's been like that for the last 10 years now, right? So he's going to be on a crew with a struggling offense and has been struggling for years now. And if you have, like, you got Arthur Smith over there, bro. And come on, bro. The offense, I'm looking at the offensive team. It's not that much. If it's an upgrade, it's barely. I don't even think it's an upgrade.
Most likely, Pittsburgh is probably going to draft a receiver, which that would be good for them. They can get extra wide receiver 2 next to Pickens. That's what they
or
I was just about to say they might go.
I think either way, but I think there's still, even in the second round, there's still a good enough amount of receivers in the draft where you can get a good wide receiver 2. They get another wide receiver 2. The tandem between Jalen Warren and Najee is not bad. It's actually a solid ass duo in the league. And at least Arthur Smith, he's not the head coach anymore. So maybe, but it could be better. But I think plus they're the Steelers. Somehow, some way, they're gonna find a way to win games. So I mean, I think it'd be a better situation. But
but
now since it's not better than the Bears now. It's over with. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean the thing with Arthur Smith, he's the coordinator, but the thing that people talk about is what he did with Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill, for what it's worth, in 2019 and 2020, could throw over the middle and could play in a system. We don't know if Justin Fields can do that right now.
He can. Let's not do that.
No. Hold on. So
so disgusting, bro.
So here's the thing.
Is it though? Is it disgusting?
Bro, the man Ryan had.
Hold on, before Trent start going too hard. Look,
I'm not hard. I was asking.
This is what I'll say. Yeah, he does struggle sometimes going over the middle because he likes to hold the ball.
He don't trust his reads.
Yeah, like point blank period.
His release is slow.
Well, the release has always been like that. But the reality is, if he trusted what he was actually seeing out there, it wouldn't matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not helping.
Yeah, because he's such a twitchy athlete. It like whenever he decides to let it rip, that ball explodes off of his hands.
Yeah,
like the dude has a powerful arm. This is not some like. Look,
it's not Tua.
Yeah, like this isn't some mediocre athlete who just can't get it done. Like, no, if you put him in a system where he begins to trust himself and gets his confidence back, then yeah, we might be cooking with something. The issue is it's been completely unstable around him, and nobody has fixed any of the issues that he had coming out of Ohio State. Like, there were issues that he had that should have been fixed. That's what Matt Nagy was hired for. And Matt Nagy said, screw that. I don't want to fix it after he got the job. Like, that's literally what happened. And it's been downhill ever since. So, yeah, dude is broken. But just because he's broken, at least in certain ways, doesn't mean that he's not salvageable as a player. Like, again, we are still talking about one of the few quarterbacks in NFL history that has ran for over 1,000 yards. I know people don't care about that, but there's a reason why there aren't that many quarterbacks that have done it. It's very hard to do. If you do it, you are an elite athlete. There are things you can do with him at quarterback that would help them. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I know I'm probably the only person who's still like really behind Justin Fields on this panel right now. But
whoa, pause that, sir.
Pause. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying.
I'm really behind him.
All right.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I still support Justin Fields, you freak.
Mm-hmm. I'm not the freak here, man.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, there are things you can do with him. Because I'm sorry, if you're gonna try and tell me that Kenny Pickett is better than Justin Fields, yeah, no, I'm not here for that. Sorry, we're not having this conversation.
Even the Ryan Tannehill thing, right? Like, when you have Derrick Henry, bro.
But I'm saying, what he was asked to do and trusting reads, Ryan Tannehill is much faster at processing.
He can do that on play action. It was the drop back stuff after. It was the drop back stuff that killed him. But
Fields can do that. Fields can do that if he has a scenario.
What I'm saying is, look, if you put him in a system where we are running the ball, there's a lot of boots, we can get a lot of half-field reads, we get the QB run game going, and that'll help simplify some of the looks you'll see defensively, because the moment he's a threat with his legs, I've talked about this before with other quarterbacks, the moment you start becoming a threat as a quarterback with your legs, you screw up run fits, because all that stuff is based on a numbers count. If you add the quarterback into that, well, now the numbers are screwed up. So now a lot of these fancy defenses where safeties are rotating and this guy's coming down here and they're switching, you can't run that stuff no more. So it's got to be real simple, which makes it a lot easier for him to read, which in turn will help him become a better passer. You
and also
in place.
To throw it out there too, the whole over the middle thing, it doesn't help that he has Russell Wilson as the guy to mentor him a little bit.
Woo!
Yeah, that man does not even look over the middle, I swear. At least George Pickens going to get some shots downfield though.
Oh yeah, George Pickens is definitely going to be getting bombs thrown at him this year. Definitely.
Yeah. Now, do y'all think with the acquisition of Russell Westbrook or Justin Fields?
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. I always say that with
Russell Westbrook. Might as well.
Russell Wilson. Do y'all expect how many yards do y'all expect George Pickens to have this year?
I mean, he had like 1,100 or 1,200, and he was like, I think he was
it's
like
gonna be 1,200 minimum.
I think he was like the least targeted receiver or something like that, or he had he can go for 1,400.
1,400.
Yeah,
I'd say 1,200 minimum.
Yeah, I would still
just because the offense is going to be a lot more run focused.
Yeah. George Pickens go 1,400. I'm not gonna lie. He can go.
It also depends on what
Deontay Johnson ain't there.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, Deontay's a Panther.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's going to be the wide receiver too is what matters as well. Isn't Mike Williams reportedly?
But that's why I think they're going. If I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. Even though he gets injured, Mike Williams is a good ass wide receiver too for George Pickens.
We can finally say
Mike
that.
Mike Williams is a bailout. He's a bailout.
They're both bailouts. I don't like that.
They are.
I'm saying Mike Williams. I don't like that.
Mike,
I don't like that pairing.
George Pickens got the route tree. I'm like, what's his name? Because Mike is a good route runner for his size, but as a overall route runner, it's nothing.
I wouldn't
a bailout.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mike Williams for his size.
I think he's an okay route runner for his size. I don't think he's good.
Is Mike Evans a great route runner for his size?
No, great. No, good.
He's good for his size for sure. He's way better.
If you say for his size, yeah, I think for his size, hell yeah. But I'm talking about
we were just talking about it in the Discord, so I gotta.
Now Mike will no, and that's why it kind of worries me because I think, especially in like today's days, like. Are we going to sit here and have George Pickens more of like let's say the Keenan Allen role when Mike Will was with him? Because, or we're just going to be throwing jump balls to both of these guys, you know? Because George Pickens
throwing jump balls to both of them, and you're going to
and how successful do you think that will be?
With Russell Wilson, it'll be pretty damn successful.
Shit. With them type,
if you give him time as a quarterback, specifically with what I was saying, where, hey, we're doing a lot of play action. Everything's based off the run. Like all of this let Russ cook. Like I tried to tell people back in the day, no, Pete Carroll was right. Like, I'm sorry, Russell Wilson. I know you wanted to throw the ball more. I know you wanted the numbers like Brady and all the other guys that you were competing against when it came time for your numbers and your stats. So you could go negotiate with the front office. But the reality is, no, sir, you need to be in a system where they are running the ball and there's a lot of play action, a lot of moving the pocket, moving the launch point, like having you in a place where you don't have to sit in the pocket and read the middle of the field. Because quite frankly, sir, you're too short to do it.
I just think not. Yeah. When you have two top 5 contested catchers in the league, that shit gonna be successful. Shit, especially like I say, depending on the teams that they play too, bro. You could throw it up to George one time.
But it's the Steelers, like they're in a tough division, bro. You got the Ravens, you got the Browns,
the tough division,
the Bengals.
Division, yes, but let's be honest. One, that Bengals defense has fallen apart, so that's at least 2 games a year division wise. That'll determine your playoff seeding. Where, if I'm being completely frank, unless DJ Turner and Chidozie Awuzie or whatever the hell old boy's name is, like really figure it out, what the hell are they gonna stop? What?
Yeah, but what about the Ravens and what about the Ravens and the Browns?
The Ravens.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time Marlo lines up against George Pickens, he's barbecue chicken anyway. So that's
I'm about to say, look, y'all already know how I feel about Marlon Humphrey. I think Marlon Humphrey is a damn good football player, but I also think he needs to be a safety. Like,
oh yeah, Awuzie is left too in Tennessee. Yeah, word.
Oh wow. Okay, that's actually even worse.
Yeah, that is.
Shout out Cam Taylor-Britt.
And they lost DJ Reader.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, DJ Reader was their underrated signing. I remember when they signed him from the Texans.
Yeah, like,
hey, but can we talk about how the Bears are probably going to have a good chance of winning the division next year?
No, they're not.
No.
They have a good chance at 2. They got a good chance at 2.
They're not.
Lions.
The Lions and the Packers are better.
Yeah.
Okay,
especially with Jordan Love, man. Woo! Jordan Love, that guy, man. I'm on the Jordan Love tee.
Can they be better than the
There you
Packers?
go. Welcome.
You said what?
Can they be better? Can they be better than the Packers?
No.
Who?
The defense.
Why
The
not?
defense is because I
They had a
think
top-
who the Bears?
Yeah.
I don't believe in that shit.
It would have to be like a CJ Stroud.
I don't believe in it.
Like, yo, Doug, you get me so tight. Niggas say defense. I tell them they have a top 2 defense. I just don't believe in that shit, man.
I don't believe in that. But you know how I feel about that. Like, you know how we had the discourse about the Bills defense and rush. Like, I don't care where you rank. I'm looking at y'all crew and y'all pieces, and I'm like, y'all gonna be getting cooked.
Did you think the Bengals defense was all that there?
Last season.
Bengals are just weird. Because the Bengals will be trash, but then good, and then trash again, and then good again. So that's the weird part about them. It's hard as hell to like talk about them. This is the craziest thing.
Bro, all I'm saying is, bro, last year the Bears were in competitive games with the Lions and the Packers, and now they're upgrading more. You can't use that. That's divisional games, though. That happens all the time. The Giants beat the Eagles, bro. Look, okay. I mean, I'm not. That was a belt to ass. That's a whole different story. But
that
was just an ass whooping. I ain't gonna lie. That was just actual ass whooping.
All I'm saying is this: do I expect Caleb to be good in the NFL? Yes. Mm-hmm. Do I expect him to come into the league and just light it on fire? No. I expect him to be like most rookies because they show flashes. And they also have their growing pains. Also, that situation is not full. It's not fully sorted out yet. Like, don't get me wrong. They still have weapons. That offensive line it's not fully complete yet. It's not.
But it's there to me.
It's okay. Darnell Wright is raw, but he's gonna be really fucking.
Yeah, Darnell Wright's gonna be nice.
He's gonna be really.
Honestly. It depends on what their draft is going to be.
Like, say they draft Brock Bowers. Damn.
I'm gonna be honest.
You disrespect Cole Kmet crazy.
No.
Like they ain't paid him. They paid him.
Cole Kmet is cool.
Hey, Daniel Jones got paid. Move on. Right?
So is Cole Kmet the Daniel Jones of tight end?
No.
Stop. Y'all being disgusting.
Hold on.
Well, if you have somebody like Brock Bowers who can be a generational tight end,
is a good football player. But this is my thing. One, drafting Brock Bowers. Hey, I'm not drafting a guy who isn't a unicorn in the pass game and also can't block that high. Especially when there are other guys that I could draft. I can go get somebody as a pass rusher. Yeah, I could go get Olu. I could go get another receiver and just like overkill. Like
Trey said, they get
Rome fell.
If they got Rome at 9, and you get to just kind of play interchangeable between having Keenan Allen and DJ Moore in the slot, and just have them kind of take turns. Just eating up the middle of the field with Caleb, yeah, absolutely.
Trey, they trade back and they get Brian Thomas Jr. and some other assets.
Oh, now that becomes fun.
Because the Bears are such a. Me personally, since they got
now you got a trio. You got a trio of guys that's going out there starting, and they all have very unique skill sets. You got a technician. You got a quote unquote gadget guy. You can give him your screens. Your jet sweeps with DJ Moore and still have him run the route tree, and then you get a vertical threat like Brian Thomas. Yeah, buddy. And you get the draft capital off of it.
This team is going to be. But I think by this first year, I think this is a 10-win team. I think this is a 10-win team.
Yes, I think they win 9 because I don't believe in DeAndre Swift, so I still think they're running back.
The division is trash, so
I don't really believe in DeAndre Swift.
Division trash though. Is it though?
I mean, conference. The conference.
Okay.
I'm saying, I don't believe in DeAndre Swift either, but he's a good enough back to me.
Because DeAndre Swift is just going to be Miles Sanders 2.0.
Wait, hold on. Y'all just reminded me of something. The DeAndre Swift thing.
He got overpaid like crazy. He got overpaid.
We talking about did they give up on Justin Fields? hey, like, why in the hell did you sign DeAndre Swift? Did you give up on Roschon Johnson? Like,
hey, why did the Titans sign Tony Pollard when they had Tajay Spears?
Yeah, they're the same guy. They're the same guy.
See, I can't say that, gang. I can't.
Nah, RH3. He's not the defensive.
Is he to go to the 2010s?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that.
On the defense, yeah.
JJ Watt was crazy to me, bro.
But Aaron Donald was better than JJ.
When you're on cocaine and they run heavy air getting 20+ sacks a year, wilding out like that, man, that nigga LT.
Hey, Trent, who better, peak for peak, Von Miller or JJ Watt?
You know who I'm going to say, bro.
You're going to say Vaughn? Vaughn.
I'm going to say
Vaughn.
I'm going to say
Vaughn.
But I don't. But I don't think it's like. But a lot of people in this world think that JJ Watt clears Vaughn, but I don't think that's the case. I think Von Miller's pass rushing back and what he did, this whole like on the Broncos was crazy.
Don't get me started because people get upset when I start talking about JJ Watt because I don't have JJ Watt as high as some other people do. Like,
what you mean?
Oh, I still think he's like one of the best ever. But like when we start talking about the all-time conversation, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's clearly one. Oh yeah, he clears this guy. He clears that guy." No, he don't. No,
top 10.
Not clear Vaughn. Like truthfully, like he's only a little bit better than Khalil Mack. Like like when we talk about all-time player, y'all just
why y'all laughing? Don't do that shit. I hate it when y'all do that. With Khalil. Khalil's one of the ones, bro.
I love Khalil, but JJ.
Keep going. Keep going. Trey, keep going. I want to hear. Keep going.
Yeah, the whole him and Aaron Donald conversation. No, it's Aaron Donald. Stop trying it. Stop it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, it's Aaron Donald at 1, and I don't like when we're talking about interior pass rushers, it's 1, and then there's 2. Whoever the hell you want to put at 2. That's cool. Just know Aaron's 1, JJ is not. And there is no conversation. I don't care about the multiple 20-sack seasons. That's absolutely amazing. What Aaron Donald did at his size is disgusting. And he's playing against guys who are probably the most athletic offensive linemen we have ever had in the NFL. Like this is no longer LT's NFL where all of these dudes are chain smoking in the damn locker room, and they're 275 pounds. All of these dudes are 6'5 plus, over 300 pounds, barely have any fat on their body, and almost all of them are like running 5 flat and under. These are freaks of nature, and Aaron Donald was getting quadruple teamed at certain points of his career. Like, no, I don't want to hear this no more. It's Aaron Donald at 1, and then everybody else. Y'all can sit there and scrap it out for number 2.
What are you talking about? One for defense, or you talking about interior?
Like specifically when it comes to interior pass rush.
Yeah, there's no debate. There's no debating that. Like Aaron Donald is that. But when we're talking about all around defense and what you bring to
all time,
I'm gonna take all around defense.
Aaron Donald's a lot closer in those all time conversations to me.
Him or Reggie
White? AJ White.
AD or AJ or Reggie White.
Ooh, the nostalgia, the respect factor, like makes me want to say Reggie. But if I'm being honest, Aaron Donald is completely different from anything that I've ever seen.
So
Aaron Donald's not supposed to exist in football. You're not supposed to see a 6'1", less than 300-pound defensive tackle run 4.6. Like people forget that part.
Yeah.
Like he's the Derrick Henry of defensive tackles times 500.
Yeah, like what? Like what the? Except he wasn't like a specialist. It wasn't like, oh, well, he's just a great pass rusher or he's just a really good run defender. No, you could not.
There was really conversation at one point that people saying TJ Watt was better than Aaron Donald. I remember them days, bro.
No, like
TJ Watt,
I don't see why y'all still not entertaining it, man. I'm not gonna lie.
What
what JJ was doing was insane.
No, look, I'm not trying to say that JJ Watt wasn't an all-time great football player. He was, But people act like because he was a 6'6" dude and had that crazy swim move that he's okay, cool. He's just better than all these other guys. No, it's the same. Truthfully, it's the same argument. Whenever you talk about J.J. Watt's career, a lot of times, like the average fan, when you talk to them about him, they use the same argument for his brother, which is sack numbers. That's it. It's just counting stats with sack numbers.
Which is actually kind of sad too. Like you can talk about so much more things with J.J. Watt.
Like J.J. Watt is so much more than those 20 sack seasons as a player, but whenever they talk about him in the long run, they always talk about the sacks. And I'm like, that's not the most important thing. That's why I said, like, to me, like, yeah, is he above Khalil Mack all time? Yeah, he's not that far though. Khalil Mack is one of the best edge rushers in the last 20 years, and he's probably one of the most complete players too. Like there was literally nothing he could not do. People forget his first year in the NFL, he was playing Sam linebacker. Like on first and second down, he was standing up as an off-ball linebacker because the Raiders were so bad on defense. They're like, hey, buddy, it's like, we know you're a pass rusher, but we really suck. We need you. We need you.
That's why the conversations with me and Aaron Donald, right? Because tell STB that he can pull up if he wants. I just seen it right here. But what's it called? The thing with Aaron Donald and Khalil, because I remember this, bro. Those were like the main. It was them two guys for a good minute, right? Especially when Khalil was on the Bears. It was them two. And the thing with Aaron Donald, I think this goes to a matter of preference where, yeah, I think I agree with Trey. There ain't nobody that's going to sit here and no one's better than him when it comes to attacking on the inside, right? But overall and everything that you can bring to the table and bring to defense, the fact that Khalil Mack was on the Raiders and doing everything he could to make that defense competent, at least, even that the Raiders were still trash defense, but it was almost like Max Crosby on freaking steroids, bro. They was literally doing everything he could. He's rushing, he's in coverage, he's doing it all, baby. And then he goes to the Bears, and he was like their missing piece, where as soon as he goes to the Bears, they're what? The best top 2, top 3 defenses in the league.
They were a legitimately great defense.
Exactly, because I think they had Ronald Darby on that crew as well. They had
it was him, Eddie Jackson, Akeem Hicks.
Yep. Edge rusher from the Rams. I forget his name.
Robert Quinn.
Yep.
Robert Quinn. Bro, so like Khalil Mack, I think he gets so forgotten about because of injuries. And when people, if you really go back and watch him, this dude's a cheat code. Khalil Mack is a cheat code, and just everyone forgets about him mainly because he gets hurt. I don't want to hear the TJ Watt conversations anymore. Please stop that. It's the dumbest thing to me. It's the dumbest thing. And I think the Aaron Donald versus Khalil Mack conversations, especially both of them fully healthy at their best, is still something that can be talked about.
Like, if we're talking about edge guys, like, I still think like him, like if you're talking about the top 2 guys from this era of like brand name pass rushers, it's Von Miller and Khalil Mack. It's those 2 guys. Like those 2 to me were always 1 and 2 when it came to like the top guys. You had one guy who was more of a speed guy. Like he had power, obviously, which is why he lasted this long in the NFL. But you had one guy who was speed and the other guy who was power. It was just basically a preference matter. Like it wasn't necessarily a who was better. It was just who you liked watching more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, can we talk about how the Jags are dumb? Did y'all see what the Jags did?
What?
You saw how the 49ers offered them. They said the 49ers wanted Brandon Aiyuk. The 49ers wanted Zay Jones and a first-round pick for Brandon Aiyuk, and they said no. Yes.
They said no to that?
Yeah. And they said, and I guess the reason why the price was too steep because they got to pay Brandon Aiyuk too after this year.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of crazy though because your receiving core is Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis.
You gave Gabe Davis $50 million.
You gave Gabe Davis 40 M's, and he could potentially make $50 million guaranteed by the end of the season. I don't understand why you don't.
How the hell is he getting that contract?
He's great every other 4 games.
That's crazy. Like, and that's the thing with Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. I'm not gonna believe in that. I'm not gonna believe in that crew at all. At all. When you're making boneheaded decisions like this,
Yeah,
I think the Jaguars are just cursed. It's like they're one of the franchises too. Whenever you got something going for yourself, what's gonna happen? You mess it up. Let's not forget that was the same crew that had the Jacksonville defense, and we was all assuming what the trajectory upwards. But the whole Blake Bortles dilemma, they could not find a quarterback. Everything broke and fell apart. This T-Law Jaguars, bro, T-Law about to have another year of underperforming. And what are people going to sit here and talk about? I think I seen somebody on ESPN say that he's better than Jalen Hurts. I don't think so.
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so either. I never thought
Yo, the comeback in the playoffs is working wonders for that man's career.
And he threw 4 picks in the first half.
4 of them, bro.
If he didn't have that comeback, a lot of people, we wouldn't be having these conversations.
Oh, I know. Look at Manny.
What's up, Mohawk?
What's good, Brody?
What's up?
Chilling, bro. But yeah, the Jaguars and the T-Law, and I wish G-Baby was here because whatever G-Baby touches just turns to dust, if we're going to be honest.
Talking about you got the J-Rob curse, the G-Baby curse hit different.
The G-Baby curse is hitting.
He tried to give that to me on Jordan Love, and it ain't going to happen.
I heard Christian Kirk better than Debo, so he wide receiver 1 right now, so we'll see.
Do you think Christian Kirk better than Debo?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Trent?
Hell no. You know, I'm hell no.
Tegan?
I'm a big Christian Kirk guy, bro.
Yeah. Bro,
No, me too.
That was the only
Christian Kirk guy, man.
Nah, I'm not.
I was saying when they signed him and people were clowning, I was like, you gotta overpay to get people to Jacksonville, especially before that Trevor Lawrence was cooking. Like,
So you think that's what it is with Gabe Davis and why he got that contract?
No, I think they were dumb. I think they were just dumb.
They were just desperate.
Because I'm just like, there's no way you give Gabe Davis basically 50 M's, but then when the 49ers asked to trade for your 17th overall pick and Zay Jones for Brandon Aiyuk, an all-pro receiver, you decline it because you probably got to pay bro next season. Okay,
you would get Calvin Ridley who could actually catch.
Like, Doug Peterson's going to get fired in the next 2 seasons. I promise you.
But that has nothing to do with him. I don't think that decision has nothing to do with him, though.
I'm just calling it. Watch, next 2 seasons, he will be fired.
If they don't make the playoffs next season, oh yeah, I think the
but this is the thing, though. That division's getting harder.
I ain't lying. Hey, there's a possibility T-Law might be the 4th best quarterback in that division. I'm just saying.
Wait. Who's in that division again? Titans.
Levis, AR-15, and Stroud.
Levis not better than him.
I said
Levis.
Because they putting around. They're putting pieces around.
They building around. They building around. Boy. So we might see something.
You're nasty.
I'm not a believer in Will Levis yet. But
they still got Malik Willis too. You never know.
Yo, chill out.
Not Malik Willis. Not Malik.
Who they get? Joel? No, they drive Joel.
I think they get. Me personally, if I'm the Titans,
they go Rome. I go Rome.
Really build around and really see what he can do.
Go
I'm going Rome because I think Malik's gonna be off the board. But I'm gonna go Rome.
The way they talking. Yeah, Malik.
Yeah,
they probably if Joe Alt falls,
the way they talking, boy, they saying Malik
gonna be. So Trent, I want you to hear you say you're saying T-Law can potentially be the worst quarterback in his division next season,
and it's not a bad thing. I think with the potential of AR-15.
Hold on. I gotta step here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
well, let him cook it up real quick. Then you got it.
All I'm saying is, like what's the name? Me and Jared have been talking about this, like the potential of AR-15. AR-15, that nigga talent's through the roof. CJ Stroud is already CJ Stroud, and I don't think he's gonna have a sophomore slump. Will Levis, they are actually building pieces around to show what he can do. So if he can show what he can do, and honestly, like I said, if I'm the Titans, of course Joe Alt is there. Of course you need a lineman. But we really want to stack the wide receiver deck room, have Calvin Ridley, D-Hop, or have Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors. I will go with a receiver and really show what he can do. And when he can show what he really can do, there is a possibility T-Law can be the 4th best quarterback in that division. There actually is a legitimate possibility. Like there is. And we can't act like it's not. Like
hold on, I gotta stop. I gotta stop you, and this is why.
Why?
I can't go far enough to say 4th best. I can say there's a legitimate shot that he could be the 3rd best. I still think at his worst, he's still better than Will Levis. Like
at his worst,
yes, like meaning as bad as he was in some of these games on the back half, I would still rather have him than Will Levis. Hey, if you want look, if
I never hold you, T-Law was pretty bad in the second half.
Look, if you
he was hurt. He was hurt.
If you want to argue,
you do it for Jalen. You said Jalen was hurt.
Hey,
come on,
bro,
he's hurt.
hey, look,
if y'all hurt, I can pass for plate that Brian Johnson.
Look, if y'all want to argue how close it is, I don't care. Y'all got it. I just can't go as far to say fourth best.
Okay,
third
so
best, yeah, because I already think he's second. He's the second best quarterback in that division, and you got outshined by a rookie.
Wait,
off rip. So that's a problem, sir.
You don't think with Will Levis in the situation with the Titans, they signed Tony Pollard. He's not crazy, but he's a solid back. You have Calvin Ridley, D-Hop, and then if you draft a young star receiver, you don't think Will Levis can have a damn good season?
He better bug out.
Because me personally, I think any quarterback in that situation, if you got those three receivers, you better go crazy. And I don't think D-Hop is
Pollard in the backfield.
I don't think D-Hop is super washed or something like that. I think Calvin Ridley, he had what's his name? He had a down year for expectations, but he can bounce back. And if you get another receiver like a Malik or Rome, bro, like, come on, bro. Like,
hey, I'm gonna be honest.
We seen the flashes of Will Levis already last season. We seen the flashes.
You know what I think is probably more likely.
I ain't gonna lie.
Look, what's probably more likely if we're talking about receivers, they go get a line, they go get a tackle or whatever in the first round.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring this name up. You gonna roll your eyes, and I'm not saying this just because it's my guy. I'm also saying this because
Ricky Pearsall.
Yes, because
even then,
but that's what I'm saying. But wait, I'm only saying this because the GM, Rand Carthen, is a former Gator. So I'm just saying.
So exactly. So all I'm saying is there's a possibility T-Law might be the fourth best. It's a possibility.
And if he is, what do you do if you're the Jags?
You have, and like, why do you? That's not always the answer, bro. Like, and I know everyone's like, you gotta trade them, but at the end of the day, bro, you gotta deal with what you got. That's
they got, bro. That's they got.
Is that how you feel with the Justin Fields thing, or is it a different situation?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, what? Okay, wait. What do you? Oh, you feel?
I mean, I've been debating that for the last 2 weeks now. Like, that's
but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. As much as we don't like T-Law, I ain't gonna lie. He's not that ass, bro. He's not that ass, bro.
Nah, bro, but
and I came for Justin. I love Justin, but I watched the tape, bro. That shit is bad, bro. Shit is bad. So I'm just saying.
T-Law, no. The thing with T-Law, and this is my whole thing, and this just goes to the whole, like, the patience of people is like very, very slim in the NFL now, mainly because I think the window to be successful in the NFL is much more shorter than all the other sports in the world. But at the same time, bro, look at what the 49ers, what they've been doing, right? And shout out to FIFA Boy for becoming a member, man. Appreciate you, brother. Look at what the 49ers has been doing. Literally having quarterback after quarterback, replacing this whole entire tenure, and then still being able to go to Super Bowls, and still being able to compete, still being able to make the playoffs, right?
Okay.
Like, we don't have to, like, my whole thing is, Trey, and I keep saying the same exact point, and I'm tired of, like, just NFL teams doing this dumb shit.
You put T-Law on that team.
You gotta build that team around whoever you got.
I was just
feel me.
But
so wait, this is what I'll say. To your point, the timeline has changed. I forgot who I was having this conversation with, but I was having a conversation with somebody, and we were talking about the first couple of years of Peyton Manning's career.
Yep.
If we took the first 4 years of Peyton Manning's career and put him in this era, like
mid,
the way he played, his first, the Peyton Manning that we know of never exists because the way we
don't get a shot. He probably won't get a shot.
The way we function, no, Trent. If you go look at his first 4 years in the league,
just like his rookie year,
he was an absolute turnover machine.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm looking at it because look, right, first year nigga almost throw 30 picks. Got him. Yeah, I understand that. And then the next year, 26-15, and then the next year, 33-15, and then 26-23. I mean, 26-23, and then 27-19. I think even then, because he still gives you 2 years of good after that, I think he'll get more leeway.
Okay, but this is my thing, Trent. Those years weren't good. Like the counting stats look okay. I remember what the narrative was before Jim Caldwell was hired there, because that was the rise of Jim Caldwell. That's what gave him the credibility to be the coach that he is now, because he was the one who literally fixed Peyton Manning.
So Trey, let me ask you this: you don't think that the narrative, not in the narrative, you don't think that because Peyton's second year he was second in MVP, like second leading MVP. So I think that's not a good example to bring up for somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like he literally was second in MVP, was third offensive player of the year. That literally his second season, literally his second season.
Okay, I could also argue that even though it was overblown, the way we feel about Trevor Lawrence's second year, like we feel like
people gas it though. They gas it though.
His next 2 years he was an All-Pro. His next 2 years he was an All-Pro. Trey, listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, okay.
I'm not saying it's a complete 1-to-1. What I am saying is, at the end of the day, if you take the first few years of Peyton Manning's career and put him on the timeline that we put quarterbacks on now with the rookie wage scale and everybody basically trying to hit it big with a quarterback while they're cheap, yeah, we would be having serious conversations about whether Peyton Manning is the guy. Does that sound ridiculous?
Especially when you
absolutely, yes, that would happen.
Especially when you incorporate what was going on in the postseason. And Trent, we've talked about it numerous times.
Yeah. Okay.
He was god awful. This dude, and he would literally be Justin Herbert. Literally.
But
he would literally be people
Herbert, but way more turnovers.
Here's the thing,
exactly. I think those first 4 years of Peyton Manning, the first 4 years of Justin Herbert, people would think Herbert's better than Peyton.
But here's the thing, though. Even say if he's Justin Herbert, everybody knows the Chargers got Gato. Like, that's what I'm saying. Compared to T-Law in this situation, if T-Law has another down year, realistically, T-Law's only had one good season.
But no, that's the issue right there, right? And this is my whole thing with like patience and the fact that anytime I look back at Peyton Manning's career, I'm like, yeah, Peyton, you're kind of like moving more and more down because Edgerrin James and Marvin Harrison, like, bro, how the hell are you performing like this? You're fucking nuts. Like, you're crazy, bro. Like, what do you? Like you're crazy. Like, how are you underperforming with all of these supporting casts? But we don't have to get into that.
I'm just thinking because Trey, just before you go, Dub, it's just like the Peyton Manning is kind of confusing me because again, like they went 3-13 that year, and God, I ain't lying, that's probably one of the worst rookie. That's probably the worst rookie seasons probably ever.
It's the definition that people use of a rookie's having.
Yes, but then the next year they go 13-3, and he has it literally completely changes. Like, that's what I'm saying. And then the next year, same thing. Like, it's not the same as T-Law, bro. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a complete 1-to-1. What I am saying
is similar though?
Huh?
You think it's similar though?
I think it's similar. I think it's similar only in the sense of there was a level of patience that was shown with quarterbacks back then that because of the rookie wage scale, we don't have now. Because of the way things used to function back then, you would be giving these dudes coming out of college exorbitant amounts of money as a rookie. Like those rookie like you remember
they would hold out.
Yeah, like those guys would literally hold out for those rookie deals, and because they were getting paid ridiculous amounts off rip, those front offices were like, no, come hella high water, we gonna make this work because you already invested $100 million into some 22-year-old. So you had to make it work. You had to figure out, okay, what does he do well? What does he not do well? What pieces would complement him? What can we do to get some kind of return on our investment? The way things are now, with the rookie wage scale, these quarterbacks are much cheaper. So it's like, hey, we trying to hit it big. You better be good by year 3.
And this is the best situation they get.
I mean, we've lost. I think coming years now, we don't.
That's because of the talent that's coming in is crazy.
The patience that they had back in the day compared to now is totally different. And I think
it's because of social media though. Like it's a social media thing. The cameras is always on.
It creates because of the way talent's coming in now.
It creates talent too. It creates that's just listen. They do it for basketball. They do it for a bunch of other sports. I just think that more and more people are under a heightened scale and heightened microscope. So when things don't go well, it's just going to be much more detrimental now than it was back then, because we just see it. It's so much in our face now than before, right? But what the quarterbacks, and there's a point that Trey made, like Peyton Manning when he's starting out, he's having people around him. He's having Marvin Harrison. He's having Edgerrin James. Tom Brady, when he's coming out, they're getting him pieces. They're getting him offensive weapons, even though the defense was great. When that defense wasn't going to not be great no more, they go out and get a Randy Moss. They go get Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski, and guys like that, right? Look at the quarterbacks in the 2000s, right? Kurt Warner had, even though he was great, he had freaking studs on his crew. And I think in today's generation, the quarterbacks are put on such a high scale that they think that these quarterbacks can just make something out of nothing. And more times than not, that is not true. And I think the Jaguars right now with T-Law is doing that to him. And it's a wrong thing that they're doing to him, because now he's going to get cooked for not performing because you're not doing a good enough job to surround him with help. Same thing that's happened with Lamar Jackson. You didn't do a good enough job to surround him with help. Y'all started cooking him. And it's a wrong thing that they're doing. And I think that's where the league is progressing towards right now. It's like, we found our guy. We don't have to worry about that much else. He's the main guy of our offense. He can handle it all.
The reason for that is because there are a couple of franchises that became spoiled because of a couple of guys. Like, remember when I said what I said about defense coming back in a new way for the NFL? The other part that people miss from that clip is that we were also having the exodus of some of the best quarterbacks that have ever played, possibly like the best crop of quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. They are now
possibly.
Yeah, like they are now leaving the game.
Yeah, Breeze, Manning.
Yeah, like all of these guys that we talk about, they're now gone. And then you add in the superstar, like the super freaks of nature that we have playing
Allen
and safety now, like the middle of the field. Yeah, you can't give people CTE no more, but it might literally be no fly zone because you got dudes like Fred Warner running around who can play cover 2 corner at any snap and can be at the line of scrimmage mugging the A-gap and then run 20 yards down the field and pick the ball up. Like, this is these dudes are different. But we're still expecting guys to produce what Aaron Rodgers did, what Tom Brady did, what Peyton did, what Drew Brees did, with limited things around them. And the reality is, hey, buddy, that was them. They did that. Just because they did that don't mean you could replicate it.
Yeah.
That's the issue. We got a bunch of people trying to replicate the same formula with something that, quite frankly, is rare. You don't get it every 5 years. It comes every 55 years. And you have to appreciate it for what it is and kind of move on, as opposed to thinking, oh, well, I can find another Aaron Rodgers. He was taken in the late first round. He was taken in the late first round because somebody was dumb as hell. There was no reason on God's green earth that Alex Smith should have been taken in that place. The San Francisco 49ers should have taken Aaron Rodgers. Everybody knew that. Everyone did.
He's from Cali.
He literally played in their backyard at Cal.
Yeah,
like you're 30 minutes away. That was the dumbest thing. Everybody back then were like, I don't know what the hell they doing, but
hey,
like
I want to ask y'all something, right? Did y'all hear Marquise Brown is interested in joining the Chiefs?
He already did.
He joined?
He already signed.
He already signed.
Yeah,
for how much?
He went on a 1 year, $8
He signed a
million.
1 year deal. He signed a 1 year deal.
He took less. He took a pay
He
cut.
signed a 1 year deal.
No way.
They draft another receiver with Hollywood.
Hey, get AD Mitchell.
So if Patrick Mahomes win this with this crew, right? How we talking about Lamar?
What you mean? How we talking? Oh, chill. Yeah, I will say the narrative. I will say this though.
The narrative will cook
on this. If Hollywood Brown,
I ain't gonna lie. Don't let Mahomes win another one, bro. Don't. Y'all better not. Y'all better.
I mean, he already the go-to.
Don't let him 3P, bro. Don't do that.
Why not?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. They got
y'all let him 3P, bro. Brady, I ain't gonna lie. That shit cooked,
bro. He's getting the best quarterback he's had since. I mean, not quarterback. He's getting the best wide receiver he's had since Tyreek Hill. Because Marquise Brown, he's a 2 to me, right? But you got Kelce.
Just think about what you just said, though. Like, that's crazy.
And he won 2.
He's the best receiver he's had since Reek.
And also,
he not
Rashee
even.
Rice
I ain't gonna lie.
develop.
Hollywood's good, but he not like crazy.
Rashee Rice still can develop.
What? Bro, what I tell you, when you have
Hollywood's good, bro, but he's what, top what?
No. He's like what, top 35, 40, right? The thing is, especially when I think about this, but when you think about this like schematically, right? You finally have something that you were missing last year.
That's where I see
you have an over shoulder deep threat in Marquise Brown. You have a guy that can catch the ball, that can stretch the field
better
down.
Than Kadarius Toney, but
let's chill with the hands, buddy. Better than MVS, but it's not crazy.
No, it's not the crazy. It's not the crazy.
But he got hands than everybody on their team. He got better hands than everybody on their team.
So then,
except Kelce.
Yeah. With Kelce, regressing, it seems like he's about to start regressing, but he's still going to be a reliable security blanket, man. And that defense is that elite. Yo, are the Chiefs about to 3-peat?
And they kept Chris Jones, and they haven't traded Snead yet.
And I think Snead is gonna stay on the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they are. They're gonna run it back. Yo,
Patrick Mahomes restructured, and I feel like now because of that, he's gonna
freed up 21 mil.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna find a way.
Way more money outside of football.
I mean, considering the fact that he's a partial minority owner of the Kansas City Royals. Yeah.
This man Mahomes, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So that can, and if they draft another receiver, get like an AD Mitchell, get Brian Thomas.
Oh, they get DTJ.
Keon Coleman. Bro, that should be crazy.
Honestly, Keon Coleman would be a nice fit in that offense.
It would.
Like, you would have okay, cool. You can have Hollywood play. You can have Hollywood play kind of the not necessarily gadget guy role, but like kind of do what he did when he was at Oklahoma. You can give him a little quick screen. You can have him run the deep overs and all that stuff, and you let Keon Coleman do what he does best, and actually let him just kind of be like your prototype X50-50 ball guy. Exactly. Like I get it. I know all the draft nerds are sitting around. He's contested catch rating. Hey, nerds, turn on some film. When he catches the ball with his hands, like when he goes up for the ball with his hands, he makes some of the greatest catches I have seen in recent memory. It's only when he goes up and tries to Randy Moss cradle the ball when he drops it. That's a coachable thing. You get him a good wide receiver coach, I promise you, we're not having this conversation anymore. So I don't care.
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, all the draft nerds are like, "Oh, his contested catch."
His 40 time doesn't matter.
Because when he did the
he was faster than Troy.
Yeah, when he did the gauntlet, he ran like 21 miles per hour.
Did we not learn from Puka Nacua that like the miles per hour is what really shows game?
Yes, the GPS tracking. Yes, that's what actually matters.
That's football speed, not 40 time.
Yeah, people train for 40s all the time and don't ever play that.
Xavier Worthy.
Huh?
Xavier Worthy.
Hell, fucking Nate Wiggins, same thing.
I ain't gonna lie, he was flying. Xavier Worthy was fucking flying.
Look, shout out to them. They ran fast.
Well, he's not getting drafted by the Chiefs no more.
Who? Xavier Worthy? He might still get drafted.
I'm not gonna lie, but he's shit, bro. Xavier Worthy's not a day one guy though.
He's a day 2 pick lock.
I hope he doesn't I think he's gonna start getting overdrafted. Like people put they might.
Oh yeah, because Drew saw
because of course he broke the 40-yard dash record. But when you turn on the tape, that's not a day 1 receiver.
He's like Tyquan Thornton.
That's you pushing it. You pushing it. Archetype, yeah, but he can really run routes.
I know, but
his hands are God. If we talk about the top receivers in that draft class, he might have the worst hands.
His hands are awful.
They are.
It's really bad, and it's really upsetting because honestly,
he can run routes.
It's the only hole in his game. Like for him to be as small as he is, he's a great route runner. You can have he can run the full route tree. You can throw him in the slot and have him work the middle of the field. You can have him be a vertical threat down the sideline. There's nothing he can't do in terms of functioning as a wide receiver until you ask this little skinny motherfucker to catch the ball.
He needs that stick him.
He need to go holler at Jerry Rice and them. Go holler at Fred Biletnikoff and his family and see what he got for you. Boy.
Hey, Dub, what you think about getting Devin White on your linebacking core?
It helps out. I mean, we'll see, bro.
Does it move you at all? That's what I'm
better. It's better than what you had.
Nah, but
we just got to see.
Let's say Devin White, I'm the LSU fan, but he's washed. So I mean, I hope he can.
Why is he washed? Can you give me a football reason, or is it injuries?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened between 2020 and 2021. I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead, Trey. I don't know.
He was bugging one guy the year they won the Super Bowl.
2020, he was bugging.
So this is the issue with Devin, and this is something that he had an issue with coming out of college. And I don't know if Trent. I want to say me, you, and Dad all had this conversation.
The motor.
Because no, it wasn't the motor wasn't the problem in college. That was the crazy part. That was the one thing you did not have to worry about.
Yeah, Devin White motor in college.
When he was in college, he was all over the place. Every single play. It did not matter if it was.
I'm talking about in the NFL though.
No, in the NFL, that became an issue.
Yeah.
When he was coming out of college, the issue wasn't the motor. The issue was the fact that this is a guy who has only played linebacker full time for 2 years. His pursuit angles were terrible. His last year when he came out, for the last 2 years, the last 2 years he was either number 1 or number 2 in the SEC in tackles. It was him and Roquan Smith going back and forth that whole time. And honestly, when I watched his tape, he would average about 10 tackles a game. If he actually had decent pursuit angles and understood hey, track the inside hip, don't just constantly overrun plays, I shit you not, he would have had 20 tackles a game. No kidding. He was so fast to the ball, his angles were just awful. And then he got to the league and it was the same thing. He's a blind dog chasing meat. He would just see the ball and just run. And it was literally, it was like meathead shit. It was he sees the ball, and then somebody just cuts inside, and you're like, how the dude, just run to his inside hip, the hip that is closest to you. If you just stare at it and run directly at it, you'll always make the tackle. For whatever reason, it only clicked for 1 year during their playoff run, and he went absolutely bananas. He got paid after that, and it was after he got paid,
he went crazy in 2020. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what happened. I never saw an LSU game where Devin White was loafing. Literally, the play is running away from him, and he didn't go chase a dude down and try and punch the ball out or try and knock the dude out as he's going out of bounds. That was never a thing. And then he got paid and he packed it up. So
he did.
I don't know what the issue with that was. I hope maybe with some new scenery in Philly,
with Fangio.
Yeah, maybe that helps. I'm gonna tell him hey, just a word of advice. Hey, all that loafing, hey, don't try that in Philly. Them people don't care.
Your ass,
Them people don't care. Hey, them people don't care nothing about your big arms or the fact that you an NFL player or that you play for the Eagles or that you from Louisiana and you play. They don't care nothing about that. If you don't play balls to the wall 100 miles an hour, they gonna be on you like white on rice. You do not want that for yourself. I promise you, you don't. These are the people that threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Like, they crazy. Please, it is in your best interest. play the way you did when you was in college. Find that hunger. Dig deep.
If you do that, boy, that's a different linebacker.
Trey, you said you didn't want not to pivot, but to keep it on a linebacker topic, just real quick. You said it in the group chat before. You don't want Patrick Queen as your number one linebacker, and now he's going to be the number one linebacker for the Steelers. You think that a lot of people like that signing? You think it's going to work out or no?
It just looks like that next to Roquan.
No.
You know who he had next to him?
This is the issue that I have with people and Patrick Queen. Yeah. Patrick Queen is a good football player. I'm not saying the dude is trash. Like, he's a good football player. However, he is a will. Like, for those of y'all who don't know, he is a classic run and hit will. You do not want this guy having to take on guards and having to learn how to button shed blocks and sift through all that trash. No, he's a smaller linebacker. He's an athlete. You want this guy in space, being able to just run in and clean up the play. Like, also, you don't want him directing traffic. Like, you don't want him having to make the strength calls. You don't want to have him making adjustments. He is a, like, see ball, get ball type player. This is not a guy where you want him, like, basically being the brains of your defense, being the quarterback. No. Like, he is a weapon. He is not you do not want that guy being number one. Because if he was number one, the Baltimore Ravens would have never felt the need to trade for Roquan Smith. Part of the reason why they traded for him is because they drafted him. They drafted Patrick Queen to be that signal caller and realized very quickly, oh, yeah, this ain't it.
He was never that, though.
Huh?
He was never that.
I know, which is why I was like, I don't know why y'all took him.
Never been a Mike.
I don't know why y'all took him. Because even when he was at LSU, I can't remember dude's name. It was either Jacoby Phillips or Jacob Phillips. The big number 6. That was the inside linebacker. That was the Mike. Yeah. Like, that was the big dude. I want to say he either is playing for the Browns right now, or last time I saw he was playing for the Browns. But yeah, that was the signal caller. He was the cleanup guy. Like, he was the guy that was like, hey, line up over here. Hey, push out here. Move here. Like, you don't want Patrick Queen doing that. So this whole, oh yeah, well, that's a great signing for the Steelers. Is it?
How y'all feel about Chase Young going to the Saints?
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he just gotta show me. I don't care. Who
cares?
That boy.
Until he showed me, I'm not a believer.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He's going down to the path looking like one of the biggest busts in this generation.
Yeah, Clowney 2.0.
I was just
Clowney's serviceable, bro. That shit not serviceable.
It's not even close.
Chase Young's not serviceable.
Bro, he's been
Chase Young is really not serviceable at this point because the motherfucker don't want to play.
He don't want to play. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, he don't want to play.
Like,
Chase Young had that one good year. He had that rookie year that was phenomenal. I think his second year was like rookie year was OD.
He was looking like the next.
He was looking like the next. God,
bro, that dude was going crazy. And then after that,
it was just
don't know what happened.
It was a bunch of injuries, and then like we thought he was gonna go stupid on the 49ers, and it just is.
Yeah, and he packed it up because he was loafing. Like,
well, actually, yeah, because look, the first year he went crazy.
How you get to a team that has Javon Hargrave, Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa on that defensive line, and
you don't want to eat.
You decide.
Because think about this. So look, bro. First year, 15 games, rookie of the year, Pro Bowler. 9 games, gets hurt, and then I think he tear his ACL, something like that, the next year.
Oh, he blew out his whole
he blew out his whole knee. So then after that, and then he came back, played for played for Commanders, and then Washington. That's like he's literally only played 2 healthy seasons. So now, like, I mean, you want the Saints, like, you want, bro, he only getting like 13 mil. Like, you got to show.
But even then, like, him on the 4, and this is what I'm fine with saying. Jadeveon Clowney 2.0 is ridiculous because he's a worse bust than Clowney. Clowney was serviceable for a good portion, like 4 or 5 seasons where he was like he could be in the You're lying.
Hey,
come on, bro.
Trey Cook, go for
it. I'll just say that because he don't want to play.
Hold on, wait, because people.
The reason why he's trying to build because of the prospects and coming out of college.
Let me just get this off. The reason why he's being compared to Clowney right now is because quite literally, this is the same kind of career trajectory. The only thing that's missing for Chase Young right now is the wake-up call from a certain coach, because that's what happened to Clowney. He came into the league, he got hurt, came back. He was not the same he wasn't the same bendy athlete. He was never the bendiest guy, but now he really just wasn't good as a pass rusher, didn't develop, and then just packed it in because it came to the realization, oh, this isn't easy. I'm not going to be the quote unquote guy that's going to be the 1A next to JJ Watt. And Mike Vrabel had to basically grab him by his damn jersey. It was like, look, if you don't want to get your ass sit back to South Carolina, you better learn how to run. Like, you better learn how to defend the run. Like, find a way to make yourself useful here. Like, don't give up. And right here, this is where this is that point in Chase Young's career, because you've had a little bit of success, but it's been marred by injury. And the last time we saw you, right before the Super Bowl, they were talking about benching you because of a lack of effort, not because you just couldn't get it done. They were saying literally you were lazy. Like, yeah, dog, you're right there from being Clowney. The only difference is that you just haven't had your wake-up call yet. And I'm hoping for him and his career to have some level of resurgence that, yeah, he does get a wake-up call.
But if he doesn't get it, he's not Clowney.
If he don't get it, he's worse than Clowney. Because if he don't get it,
that's
he's
what
the league.
He's worse than Clowney. That's what I'm saying. Like what Chase Young is doing right now, it's not comparable for me, because at least Clowney.
The only reason why I'm comparing the two is because, again, all of them, like, we all forget the whole part of Mike Vrabel basically saving Jadeveon Clowney's career. Like, we all forget that.
But that happens. There's always coaches that saves people's career. There's always times where it's going to help somebody else.
What I'm saying is the only reason why Jadeveon Clowney is here at this point is because of
Cam Jordan go get him right.
Yeah, but that's everyone. Like, so I don't care about that point like that, because I think anybody needs somebody in their corner. Anybody needs a specific coach or a right scheme or right system to put them in a position to be that successful. You know, so Mike Vrabel, was that his guy? Cool. Kudos to that. The trajectory and what they have is 2 completely different ones. Because number one, this man, Chase Young, came out the league going bonkers. And then he has done nothing at all ever since that. That is not Jadeveon Clowney at all. Jadeveon came out not doing too much. I think he was getting hurt in the beginning of his career. And then started turning it up. And then he started, going down, after the Tennessee Titans and everything. Then he started going back under. But these are 2 completely different people doing two completely different things. So I don't even know why they're even being compared. They're not the same at all. Now, you want to say you want to talk about bust conversations? Okay, I guess. But Chase Young, to me, he's looking like far, far worse than a bust than Jadeveon. And it's not even close to me. It's not even close.
It's probably the same.
How is it the same? The man had 1 good season in his rookie year, and
he's got to play longer. He's got to play longer. We're gonna see.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, play longer.
My whole thing is the reason I have no faith in figure it out.
He about to bug out next year.
The reason I have no faith, bro. You was on the 49ers. You was on the 49ers, bro.
Yeah.
And you were still looking trash.
Doug, I'll give you this. If he don't make it out of New Orleans. Like, if he don't make it out of this year,
he's more of a busting a J.A. on contract.
Yeah, cool. If he don't make it out of New Orleans this year, then yeah, I'll give it to you that he's a bigger bust than Janae. Absolutely.
And the biggest reason why I have no faith in it working out is like the reason you said earlier, bro. Like, you was on the 49ers. You was on the 49ers with a stacked defense, stacked crew. And you did shit.
Yeah,
I'd have no faith in you.
Yeah, that's
There's
crazy.
none. Why should I have faith in you? There's no reason for me to have faith in you at all.
Yeah,
So
right.
maybe dumb, but does cheating matter less in football compared to other sports?
Yeah.
Like old players using Stickum or Brady getting paid on the table. Listen, Barry Bonds over here was taking steroids, and a lot of people.
Here's the thing, though, Doug. A lot of people. I'll probably say it's like 50-50, maybe probably higher. A lot of people cannot stand Barry Bonds because he cheated, even though before he even got on the steroids.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm one of them people.
Exactly. Yeah, like a lot of people.
I'm one of the
people. I don't care because he was already like that. But I
don't care.
He was already like that. But the fact is, he was already like that. And the point is, he didn't need to do it. So why?
No, Manny, no. Because that pisses me off.
Oh, here's the point, though. Here's the point, though. But go back to before you go on the tangent with go with Manny, because I don't like what Manny just said either. Even then, Barry Bonds gets crucified crazy about it. Like,
a lot of them
cheating in other sports, like Lance Armstrong, what he did. Like,
oh, that's bad.
Lance was crazy. That was wild.
Yeah, I'm saying,
he robbed them.
Like when other people get found out for cheating, even with the whole referee situation, what was like the 0-2 conference finals between that referee with the Lakers and Kings shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they talk about it a lot, but like football, like,
how much you tax Brady for throwing away that
cheating? Like you understand, like. If
Brady threw away the whole phone, Brady threw away the whole phone.
Stickum, bro. Stickum is a fat ass gel. You just put that shit on your arms. They can throw the football can go like that. Football can come 90 miles per hour.
Yeah, I know.
What you stick on like it's nothing. But it's like people really don't care about it like that with football.
That's why Jerry Wright's not the GOAT.
Hey, let's talk about it. But like, no troll, all troll on the side though. Like when it comes to other sports and like when cheating allegations happen, I think they get way more harsh, way more criticism besides football.
That's true. Which is weird. I don't know what that is.
Number one, baseball.
I don't know why it is, honestly.
I can tell you why.
Yeah, why?
Because for the longest time, it didn't matter in the same way. Because in football, before all the rule changes, the equalizer was, oh, cool, you got Stickum, hold this CTE hit. Like, that's what it was. Like, it was
true.
Like, it was still an equal playing field. Like, part of the reason why them receivers felt the need to have Stickum is because, dog, I got to go over the middle of the field on this dig route, and Steve Atwater, 6'4", 225-pound safety. Like, dog, you got dudes like Jack Tatum, who like literally the dude's nickname was like the assassin or some shit. Like his whole job was, hey, you come over the middle, I'm giving you CTE. I'm taking years off your life, buddy. Yeah. Wasn't nobody caring about no Stickum. It was still an even playing field.
Right.
Like it's different when you're talking about basketball. You're talking about basketball.
I think baseball's the worst though.
Where you can't just straight flatten somebody. Yeah. Like,
but you know what? That's why the Barry Bonds thing. That's why Manny's tripping. You had the pitchers over here doing them roids, throwing 100 miles per hour.
No, you tripping. That's not roids.
What?
That's not roids. That's not roids.
Wait, hold on. What was that?
If you're gonna tell me a pitcher throwing 100 miles per hour is roids, you're drunk.
The rotation thing.
If you're gonna tell me a pitcher throwing 100 miles per hour is not normal, you're on drugs.
Oh no, it's normal, but you know what I mean. The extent. All right,
the
over
highest
100.
pitch ever is 106. What are you talking about?
So what the hell are you talking about, bro? You had the pitchers over there. You had the pitchers over there. No, it was multiple people on roids back then, bro. The pitchers. So and then you had
chalk in a bat.
And then you had all these other guys around you over here using the roids, and they're sitting. And Barry Bonds is like, okay. Barry Bonds is like, y'all all doing it. All right, bet. To even the playing field, let's all play on the same level. The thing is, Yes, Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens was throwing 100 without that shit, bro.
Okay, but does anybody remember like Cat Williams making the jokes when he was talking about steroids? He was like, "Sitter, I was never on steroids. I just got bigger and stronger and faster."
Yeah.
Like that was the thing.
That's why I don't care about Barry Bonds because everybody there was pitchers doing that shit.
No, pitchers was not jacking that, bro. Sammy Sosa did not take steroids. He put chalk in the bat. Mark McGwire took steroids.
Oh, it was Mark McGwire. But yeah, like I'm saying,
but even then, they was all taking it. The thing is, the reason why
in 70, bro.
Didn't David?
The reason why?
No, never.
I could have swore he did PEDs. I could have swore
A-Rod did that. I didn't hear anything about that.
My favorite baseball player ever. My favorite baseball player ever did PEDs.
I'm saying
A-Rod is my favorite baseball player ever. He did PEDs.
Oh wait,
see, but this is
Sosa did get popped. Okay, exactly.
He did do steroids, bro.
No, he got popped. No, he got popped for chalking a bat
and steroids. He did steroids.
I don't know if he did them.
Let me look it up.
But a lot of niggas did it.
He just said, "I don't know." Nah, David Ortiz.
I could have swore David Ortiz got popped for PEDs, bro.
David Ortiz never got popped for PEDs. He's a Hall of Famer. Nobody in the Hall of Fame gets popped for doing PEDs.
No,
I'm sorry. No, nobody in the Hall of Fame is in the Hall of Fame because they do
Ortiz steroids.
Never.
Canelo
got caught for using PEDs, bro. He's eating it.
Wait, Manny, do you think these guys should be held out of the Hall of Fame because of these things?
I think if it's debatable. It's
so
debatable.
So do you think
Altuve should now make the Hall of Fame? He cheated. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. He cheated. Oh, you're not gonna tell me him wearing a wire under his chest and him going like this ain't crazy, bro. You're tripping. He wore a wire, nigga. He wore a whole wire in the middle of a baseball game.
You still gotta hit the baseball, bro.
But I guess, hey, keep that same energy for Tom Brady.
He stole the signs. He knew. Okay, Trent. That's like me telling you.
Everyone,
you play linebacker. You play line. Okay, you play linebacker. You playing the nickel, and the smoke screen coming, and you know the smoke screen coming. Like
you wait.
He knew what pitch Aroldis was gonna throw. He knew what pitch Aroldis.
Okay. So hold on. Do you think Jim Harbaugh should be in the College Football Hall of Fame after he's done coaching?
I don't know his situation. I don't know his shit like
they got caught stealing signs.
But how though? Like
they were scouting. No, Trey, you got it.
I don't.
They were scouting.
I never read his shit.
To know what their signs were, so when they call specific signs, they know what play they're running.
You're cooked.
That's literally stealing signs. That's
Baseball's different.
Your situation that you just said.
No.
You're cooked, bro.
Stop. Hey, man.
They literally fired a manager for that shit.
Hey, look, by your logic, you should not have Jim Harbaugh anywhere near the College Football Hall of Fame once he's done, because they literally had a guy who was quote unquote functioning on his own as a scout.
A wire in the middle of a baseball game.
Dog, he went to opponents' games with
a hat on and shit.
Like a hat on.
They cheating then. They cheating, bro. They cheating.
Yeah, like they cheated and they won the national championship.
That's
this year.
Bad, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't
Jim
know.
was out.
No, that's different. I don't understand.
How is that different?
I don't know. But Altuve cheating is crazy.
Okay. Kenny, do you know what Spygate is? What Spygate what they did? And they
stop that Bill Belichick shit. That nigga's a Hall of Famer.
I'm not.
Oh my God.
You even said football's different. You said football's different. You said football's different. We all agreed football's different. They don't take it as serious. We all agreed they don't take it as serious.
They literally had people going to the practices.
They cheated for us. They did it to the Jets.
Is that not cheating?
Yes, but we all said football doesn't take it as serious. We all said football doesn't take it serious. Baseball's a whole different scenario.
But like what Dub said, I don't know why it's not taken serious, because that's cheating. When Michigan is literally stealing signs.
You think Brady cheated? You think Brady cheated?
With Spygate?
With the balls. With the balls. You think Brady cheated with the balls?
No, because I think the Deflategate with that. I think that was BS. I think
that's a reach.
Phone away. You telling me he didn't him throwing the phone away? He didn't cheat?
Because the Deflategate is a reach because that's something that they all benefit from. Or they all get hurt from. Yes. Honestly, when you play, like that's what I say. What like the y'all don't understand. Like when you're playing with deflated ball, it probably could hurt. It could hurt your game more. Sometimes it depends.
And the thing is between the difference between Spygate and Deflategate. Deflategate, it's equal playing field. We're both playing with deflate balls. If I'm playing the opposing team, scout cheating.
Yeah, that's OD. That's OD.
I think baseball's different. I don't know. I think baseball's different. I think just
that's
OD. I just think baseball
hold it to a different regard. Lily wore lens that had to record what they're doing. So when they call specific singles, they know. Oh, they know this play. They know this play.
Oh, that's bad.
It's
different. But this is my problem. But Trent, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that's bad? Like, if you're that good, why do you have to do that?
But like, I'm saying,
why? So why should you make it? Like, why should you?
Because we keep it in a sports situation, everybody cheats.
Yes.
In the long run, cheaters never win. In the long run, cheaters never win.
In recruiting,
you want to bet John Jones is the GOAT?
Hey, Trent. I know. Well, not you, Trey, but just in college football world, people cheat all the time. Everybody knows that.
Oh, I know it is.
They don't say anything.
Come on, bro. Let's be
Do I need to bring up 2013 Ole Miss? Everybody knows they cheated. Don't get talked about enough. Everybody knows they cheated.
I was going to say Laramie Tunsil literally.
Hey, tampering, illegal tampering. If you just now in free agency with the Eagles and Saquon.
Like everybody, Robin,
Kirko in Atlanta. That's technically cheating because
Michael Jordan cheated
and still couldn't use a weapon.
Michael Jordan gambled.
And he cheated.
Like Golly said, man, you think Nick Saban never cheated?
You do realize that there's documentation of the league cheating for the Bulls, right?
What?
You never thought Nick Saban or Alabama never cheated to get a top recruit.
Bro, come on, bro.
They for sure did. They definitely paid them.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on the cheating in soccer, bro.
You don't even have to talk about what.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Soccer's rigged.
Soccer's bad.
Soccer's rigged.
So why we mad at Barry Bonds, bro?
Exactly.
Just enjoy the fact
No, because just like you said, Doug, we hold baseball to a different standard. It's weird. It's weird.
Cheating is cheating.
It's weird. I don't know. It's just
you know what? And I'll tell you what it is, Trent. I'll tell y'all what it is.
I think baseball and boxing.
I got the answer for you, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. If you're doing PED, if you're doing PED use and boxing, or even in combat, that's crazy.
Margarito beat Cotto.
Yeah, Margarito's a
that's
cheater.
crazy.
He put
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Like they did. That's wild. Like you're wild. You need to get out. That's because you're playing with that man's health. Like you're playing with a whole nother man's health right there. Like for real,
and that's why when they took the cast out of his hand, Shane Mosley knocked his ass out. Crazy, Gave him crazy work.
Yeah, he had to because that's you could kill a man, bro. Like you could literally kill a man by doing that. That's OD. You don't do that. But what's it called? The reason why Barry Bonds gets cooked so much for it, it's just because of the home run record. Because of so many people was on the home run record because it was one of the biggest things. And so he got cooked more than everybody else. Bro, there's so many people that cheated, but they all run to Barry Bonds. Why? Because they beat the home run record.
It's funny what they say about Judge. It's funny what they say about Judge.
No lie. If we're talking about, just hear me out, right? I'm talking about like just as a whole, right? PED Barry Bonds might be the GOAT.
Yes.
I'm looking at his batting average, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. He does nothing for batting average. He does nothing for batting average.
I got a question.
No, I'm saying I know
his timing.
I know how good Barry Bonds was.
I know his season.
I'm saying when you look at Barry Bonds' stats,
go look at Judge's season when he won.
I'm not gonna hold you a 4.
What if he did PEDs? What if Judge did PEDs?
I'm not gonna hold you.
Bro, what if Judge would have did? Judge hit 62 without them bitches.
Bro, he won 4 straight MVPs.
Judge hit 62 without them bitches.
Do you think Judge is better than Barry Bonds?
No. But I was saying, but Trevor was saying that season, like he was bugging, like without PEDs. You see, like I think without PEDs, bro, he could have been he's the best baseball player ever. Damn near if you don't take them, like why you gotta take them?
Okay,
why you have to take them?
But Manny, even though before he hit the PEDs, he was still a 3-time MVP before that.
He was great. He was great with the job. He was great.
But I'm saying I don't understand why we gotta.
I still think this nigga was better. I still think there was people better than him. I still think there was baseball players.
Do you text John Jones?
John Jones. I'm not a UFC guy. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a UFC guy.
Okay. Listen, me personally though, bro.
But I heard he's the GOAT, even though he cheated though. I know he's the GOAT, even though people say he cheated.
There's no reason, bro. There's no reason to.
I just think cheating is cheating, bro. It's just in different ways. Like
I
think the only like real outlandish one that I think if you just do it, you're really a bot. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
UFC,
steroids and boxing.
UFC too. UFC too.
UFC too.
You just don't want to tag John Jones.
Here's the thing though. But in UFC, I kind of feel like it's OD. But the difference is, especially around that time, there was a lot of people doing steroids. Like if you ever look up PED Alistair Overeem.
Oh my God. That dude was juiced the fuck up.
God,
that was crazy.
He might be top 5 ever. He almost killed Brock Lesnar in the ring. Like he legit almost killed him in the ring. Like that's how crazy.
Lock that thug up, man.
Yeah.
Was that John Jones fight somebody? He fought somebody, and the dude said he was like, "I know your secret." They were both doing.
That was Chael. It was and Chael Sonnen was on steroids, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen. He said Chael Sonnen was like,
"I know your secret."
He's stupid as hell.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
he was like he caught him in a clinch, and he felt something. He was like, "Oh." He said, "This is stronger than what it should be." He said, "I know your secret, buddy."
It's mine too.
What Dub said earlier. I think the PEDs and like baseball and UFC are kind of the same because around that time when a lot of people was using PEDs, everybody was using it just like in baseball. So I'm not really.
It's like Manny Ramirez, bro. Manny Ramirez could be one of the ones, bro.
And that's the thing right there,
Manny
Trent.
Ramirez is one of the ones. It's like what you mean?
Hey, yo, Trent.
He did it twice though. He did.
Hey, Trent and Manny, and that's the thing though. If you're doing it in a pool of people where everyone is doing it, I don't care about it like that. But when you're doing it in an era where no one's doing it, then I'm like you're weird to me.
Why? Like Robinson Cano busted for PEDs. I think it's just a Dominican thing. I ain't gonna lie.
I forgot about Robinson Cano. Hey, like LeBron right now, mainly because
let LeBron get busted out.
If he gets busted for PEDs, bro. I'm taxing him heavy.
I'll tell you this
are you taxing him? He's not the GOAT.
I'm telling you this
he's not. He's not the GOAT.
You know how
Curry's my GOAT.
That drug right there is the reason for that longevity, and that's a big part of the reason why you are who you are.
No cap, bro.
To me,
the way how people are with right now with the we done with the 90s trend, if there is ever a point where LeBron gets catch with PEDs, I'm liable to say the GOAT debate is over. Like for people like it's over. It's just people like just for the people debating basketball, the GOAT debate to be over. Like, you took PEDs to stay longevity. It's over, and you can't come back from it.
Yeah. Kobe's the GOAT.
He's over.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, Kobe's the GOAT.
He'd definitely be Curry.
He said.
Nah, but LeBron would no longer be the GOAT. Let LeBron get busted. Let him get proven guilty. Let him. He will no longer be the GOAT.
I think I'll cry.
But I think cheating in football.
I think I'll cry if LeBron got busted for PEDs. Cause I'll be like, bro, my childhood's been alive.
Yeah,
my life's been alive.
Like to go back to football though, I don't know why cheating in football doesn't get talked about as much. Like
they do. They be bro.
Wait, because the thing is though, like with the stealing sign situation, realistically,
Josh Gordon want to smoke weed.
Everybody still signs. Like everybody still signs in football. Like that's just everybody cheats in. Since my brother not here, recruiting wise, everybody cheats in recruiting. Like that shit's everybody cheats. Like
when you bring up the sign stealing, let's go to like Michigan, for example. I mean, it was talked about for a little minute when it happened. I just feel like it can be continued. It's like not a continued thing. Like when the Deflategate happened, even though y'all don't all think it's on Brady or whatever, at the end of the day, they was talking about that jump for almost a whole season. Like the entire time, even though when he came back while he's playing, yeah, man, he got suspended for 4 games because of the Deflategate. Like, bro, they was talking about it. It just
niggas still tax Brady for that, but they be that nigga a cheater.
I think people tax
Michigan. I can't lie. There's still people.
They tax Jimmy Johnson for cheating, bro. He a NASCAR driver. He won 7 chips. He cheated. Like,
right.
They tax everybody. For
here's the thing, though. I think the Deflategate, bro. It's like I understand what you're saying, JJ, but it's like if you really just put the context behind it, that shit's a reach. Like
even if it's a reach, they still talked about it though.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like,
I think the fact that she threw away the phone.
When you start talking about Spygate, I understand it. Like
the reason why the Patriots cheating gets under rug because they won after it.
Exactly.
So they did it. They won before and they won after. So it's like, it really doesn't matter because we showed how great we can be with without.
Think about the Broncos. Think about the Broncos when before Josh McDaniels was out of there. Like that junk was talked about for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
cheaters,
it just depends on the situation. If you win, like Dub just said, if you win a Super Bowl, I'm not gonna lie, they don't care. Like, what's the point? Like, it'd be different if you couldn't make it back to Super Bowl. Then it would talk about that junk even more. But
exactly. But you proving that you can win with or without. Okay, yeah, you're just one of them ones, buddy. My bad. That's why the Kobe Lakers, John, doesn't get talked about a lot because they won after.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. They don't care. Wait, did they win after that year?
Yeah, because wasn't that in 02? Did they win in 03 or no? Was that the
no, they won. They won the
03.
championship in 02. They didn't win in 03 or 04.
So why does it not get talked about then?
Because they won 3 straight.
Yeah, they won 3 straight. They did 3-peated. Yeah, I can.
So it doesn't matter to them.
Like doesn't what's his name? I know it doesn't get talked about a lot, but Yo Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade in 06. Like wasn't the refs like wilding out in that series?
He was foul baiting the shit out of them, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He was just foul baiting crazy.
He was foul baiting. They were fouls. Like you can't
I've ever seen, bro.
You can't defend it. Like they were fouls. He was just foul baiting, bro. It was James Harden on steroids. That's what D Wade was in the finals. It was insane. It wasn't cheating, bro. Like those are all. Like,
that's why he averaged 36. Heard.
Yeah, look how many times he went to the line. He went to the line like 10 times a game. Let me check. Let me check it right now because D Wade, even though it was great. Like that was unethical.
No, nobody's a better foul baiter.
I'm about to look at some NFL scandals, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So I
think the Spygate's the worst one. Them niggas cheated to try to beat us.
He took 97. What's 97 divided by 6?
97 divided by 6. That's a decimal.
What's 6 divided by 97?
It's a decimal. I mean, it's a number, but point something. It's point something.
I said it in reverse. Oh my god.
Yeah, you mean 97?
I said that in the first one. He said it's a decimal. It's 16. It's 16?
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Okay. He attempted
I thought
16.
that's how you said it in the end. I thought
that was 6.
I was about to say
16 free. He attempted 16 free throws. He averaged 60 free throws.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, yeah, that's insane. I'm not gonna lie. But like, even with the NFL scandals and some of these NFL scandals is like, it's not as big as like these other ones. Like, if you like the scandals, like the Ray Rice, that's not even about football. That's domestic violence. Bounty Gate was like, it's a scandal. They're not cheating. It's just the integrity of the game. Like getting offered 10 more bands trying to knock somebody out. I think that was just more on the integrity of the game.
That's why.
I think it's more because it just came out. I know niggas doing
like,
that. I know
niggas
doing
big situation. That wasn't about football. That was outside of football. Like
he was killing dogs, bro.
Like,
that's crazy.
Like the only real scandals that have really been talked about is like what's his name?
Brady.
It's Brady, and then you have some ones in like 1970s and stuff. Ain't nobody remember that. Like
it's a lot of PED and like Josh Gordon type stuff.
Yeah, Josh Gordon smoked marijuana, bro.
Yeah, like him getting kicked up.
Well, I'm saying it's that. Like it's that kind of stuff.
You could smoke weed
because Percy was smoking every single day.
Yeah, now you do, I think.
Yeah,
wait, can you smoke weed in the NFL now?
I think
I'm pretty sure they allowed it.
You can get tested, but they can't like fine you for it.
Okay,
yeah, I'm pretty sure they allowed. They didn't. I don't know if owners and teams are like cracking down on it, but I know the NFL, I think it's clear to do. So.
Man,
because if you're not getting fined for it, it's clear to do.
That niggas do every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but Percy.
Yeah, Trey, I'm not sure either why people don't treat it the same.
And it's kind of weird they don't though. Like maybe because it's not as many as like we've seen from baseball, soccer, basketball, but it's like I don't
There's not really that many. I think baseball.
It's just one team. If we're gonna be honest, it's just one team that has gotten the cheating tag for the last in our lifetime. But again, like since they won before, they won after, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they prove what they can do. Yeah, so with Keenan Allen going to the Bears, I was thinking of like who is the best wide receiver duo in the league right now, or receiving duo in the league right now.
The reason why,
it's in Philly.
I think it might still, I probably still lean towards Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Philly. Of course, Jamar and T. Of course, well, actually, since Aiyuk about to be out of there, so Debo not about to have a duo. I guess Debo
CMC.
Oh yeah, Debo CMC. But I'll probably say it's top 3. I probably say the Bears.
What?
Yeah. Who else will be better?
Top three?
A wide receiver duo. Because who else will be better than DJ Moore and Keenan Allen besides Jamar
I think
and T?
Jamar T. Yeah,
And then
JJ and Jordan Addison.
I'm not mad at you for saying that.
Would be better.
I'm not mad at you for saying that.
Waddle and Reek.
But see, I think both of them are better than Jalen Waddle. But of course, none of them is better than Reek, though. Like,
but I think
them together.
Yeah.
I
totally forgot about Reek and Waddle. So yeah,
they'll probably factor them playing off each other.
They'll be 4 and 2. They probably be 4.
Cup and Puka.
Yeah.
Cup and Puka. You know what? That's kind of a. I don't like that duo. I don't like Cup.
You gotta see it to believe it, but I don't like the duo.
I like the duo. I think other than the fact that Puka is like much quicker and he hits off of like way like crossers and stuff like that. I think they do a lot of the same thing though. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's the only reason. And that's the only reason for me, JJ, is like when I'm looking at wide receiver duos, we need guys that can feed off of each other, and sometimes you need guys where they do different things.
Well,
if I have two guys that do, which is why I talked about about George Pickens and Mike Will, is like if I have two guys that does the same exact thing or very close to the same thing,
George Pickens,
like how can I get these guys to feed off of each other like that? You know?
Well, okay. Well, then to that point, I feel like JJ is just a way better receiver than Jordan Addison. Like in the sense of like everything they could do. But if we're talking about like their skill sets and like what they like bring to the table, I mean they're both very nuanced route runners, right? They can be used as a deep threat, and they're great hands. I feel like a lot of those things are very similar, but they can still feed off each other because they can, since they're both elite route runners. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, you could do so many different things and do so many different combinations with them. Same goes for Reek and Waddle. Reek is clearly way better than Waddle, but you could do a lot of similar things that Reek does with Waddle in those scenarios, and they just feed off each other that way because of what they can do in the similarities. I just think Cup and Puka, like their games are not suited to bring you out like and like really terrorize the game. At least not that I've seen yet. So,
but I guess the thing I'm looking for is like the explosiveness between the two. While I'm looking at it, I'm like, the reason why the Tyreek and the Tyreek and Waddle is just so crazy. But also, it's not like they're trash. I'm not saying they're trash. But when I'm looking at Tyreek and Waddle, two speedster wide receivers who can literally break the game, playing off of each other with slants, drags, digs. Doesn't matter. They could take something to the crib. Each one of them can. It's insane. It's insane what they can do.
Yeah.
DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. They're both really good route running. Keenan Allen doesn't stretch as much as he used to, so you got DJ Moore to be that guy to go down wide, while Keenan Allen could destroy his matchup in the slot. They could feed off of each other very well. Let's say hypothetically, like Devontae Adams and Jettas, they're very similar because they're both, oh shit. Let's go with me. They're both route running technicians and everything. The thing is, they both have that speed factor to go down wide. They both have explosiveness. They both have great catching ability, and they're both very crazy versatile in their own right. Cup and Puka, I don't think I have that same freedom with some of those other guys.
Okay, in the scenario that you brought up, Puka, I feel like is the guy that you're gonna be. Who's the more explosive guy in that scenario? He would be, and. It's like Puka can move. Don't get it twisted. You could put him in certain.
Yeah, he has like quickness. He has a lot of quickness on him.
Like the quickness that they say you had in Cup, you find that way more in Puka and then some more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the scenario that you brought up where you got like Jettas and Devontae, right? If they were to be working together, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they terrorizing any matchup they go against. But you would use Devontae. You can use Devontae and get him to go deep, right? But that's because of his release package, the way he's able to shed corners real easy, be able to fake out, what I'm saying, the person in front of him, and then still be able to get open. But it's not by speed; it's by his his technician. While Justin Jefferson will be the guy, if those two together, he will be way more explosive because I think right now Justin Jefferson led the league before injury was like in like explosive in those like type of explosive plays. So it was kind of crazy. So it's just
I see the point. I'm just saying, like in general, like those, like if you were to put Devontae and Jettis together, Devontae would must definitely be working the short intermediate game way more than Jettis would because of the type of players they are. So
I agree.
No, he would for sure. I was just curious, man. That Keenan Allen and DJ Moore pairing is
it's gonna be nice.
It's cracked. It's cracked. It's cracked.
But let me name y'all.
Caleb not gonna be a bust, man.
I'm going to name y'all the starting. I'm going to name y'all the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Chargers now that Keenan Allen's gone, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm about to name it for y'all, right?
Oh no,
I have a question after this about when he does.
You have Justin Herbert,
Goated.
Jamal Williams 2.0 and Gus Edwards because he was getting a bunch of goal line touchdowns.
Yeah.
Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson, Darius Davis, Will Dissly, and Donald Parham Jr.
Yo.
I'd say wait till the draft. Wait.
Justin Herbert. Of course, we're gonna wait till the draft because they're probably going to get Malik Neighbors, Rome, or Brock Bowers. That's probably the three.
And they could get another one in the second round.
Because if they draft an O-line in the first round, like
what if they trade for Aiyuk?
Okay, so with that point,
they looking for this question. But for the hold on, real quick, Jay. But I mean, with the Jags trade, they offered they wanted they first. So
next year's first
is the fifth. I'm not giving 49ers the fifth.
I think they might want this year's first though.
No, that's crazy.
They would not give up number 5. There's no way they would give up number 5. They would probably ask, but they wouldn't get it.
Yeah, so maybe
This man Justin. So y'all telling me this man just about to miss the playoffs again?
Wait, okay, so just hear me out.
I would say give it 1 year because the difference between Jim Harbaugh and I'll let JJ go. The difference between Jim Harbaugh with the San Francisco 49ers, when they turned everything around, that roster was damn near similar or exact from year to year. This is a complete different flip. So, like, I would give Harbaugh a little bit more time.
So, in the terms of them missing the playoffs, they can potentially miss the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. It's really looking down. But I've had this conversation with multiple people, and clearly wide receiver is not a pressing need, and tight end and O-line, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the situation, we already know Marv is gone.
Mm-hmm.
At 5, Rome or Malik is there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have the guys you just drafted in Quentin Johnston, where yes, he didn't look great, but he wasn't in the best situation for him to be able to flourish as a receiver himself. Like his skill set.
Herbert.
No, not who his quarterback is. That's not.
But he made himself. He made it.
Okay. Just hear me out. So you're not gonna just really just call quits on the guy.
You're not gonna just cut ties after year 1. You're not.
We know he's people look at him. He's like, oh well, he can go up and get it. No, that's not the type of receiver he is.
Which is crazy.
6'4". Exactly. He's a 6'4" guy that can really get you going in the slot. You know what I'm saying? Or get you in the short intermediate game. That's how I view him as a receiver, right? Mm-hmm. And so with that, I'm like, if he's not gonna be the one to go get it, who would you get as the receiver to pair next to him?
I'm not gonna. It doesn't matter to me, JJ.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Loki does.
I think Herbert needs explosiveness.
If that's the case, then I'll lean towards Malik because he's the best YAC receiver in the league. I mean, in the country.
Okay, and so then to this next point, Malik being very explosive. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be able to create plays downfield. He's not the type. Still, he's not like you can throw the ball to him. He could potentially get it, but he's not the guy where I'm like, okay, that's my big body X receiver or whatever, right? So you have a guy where you pair next to Quentin Johnston who does what we and Dub were just talking about that can play off of each other a lot. I guess a lot smoother to me in a sense because I feel like Quentin Johnston.
If that's the case, then get wrong.
That's what I was gonna say. Would you rather? And y'all can answer that. I already know your answer because you just said it.
Yeah.
But would y'all rather them get Rome or Malik in that situation?
If you're going off that sense, because Quentin Johnston, even though he's tall as hell, but he doesn't play like a big receiver.
Yeah.
I think Malik plays big though. Malik plays big.
No, he plays
at times, yes.
He plays big, but he doesn't play bigger than Rome, especially in because Rome is the best contested catcher in the country.
He's the best contested catcher, yeah.
Exactly. So if you want somebody like that who can go up and go get it at 50-50 balls, Yeah, I'll lean towards Rome.
But I think Malik got better routes and better yaks.
You're right.
Okay, he can have better routes, but don't downplay Rome either.
If you're talking about to JJ's point, compliment each other. Quentin Johnson has good at.
I think I ain't gonna lie, and I think who's better deep threat,
bro. Okay, so look, that's not.
I think it's
Malik. Like I said, is very explosive. But I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, and this is not a slight on Malik. I'm not saying that.
I think
if I look at Quentin Johnston and Malik, Quentin Johnston, like Malik just does everything better than Quentin Johnston. So I wouldn't want to get another receiver that's just that I would. Don't get. I'm all right. I'm dragging it. I would want to get a guy like Malik at the end of the day if he's there. But I would rather, if I could try to maximize what I just drafted in the past years, I'd rather have Rome, who can maximize my other receiver that I just drafted. So that way I didn't feel like I wasted a pick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, the way they're talking, that Malik might not be there.
Nah, that actually is rumors that Malik actually might be the first receiver off the board. Nah,
which is nasty and disgusting.
Yo, now that happens and Herbert gets bars.
No matter JJ, in an alternate universe, the perfect world for what the Chargers want, they better the Cardinals or Patriots, somebody better take Malik early because that's they do. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a Charger. Marvin Harrison Jr. with Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Call quits. There's no need to figure out who you picking at 5 at that receiver spot.
I swear to God, bro.
Because the only thing is, like to what Manny said, right? He said that Malik is clearly better than Yak, and he's a better route runner. Yes, but I feel like you shouldn't downplay Rome as a route runner either.
I don't know.
Or no, not you. I'm saying in general. I'm talking to just masses. I said I feel like people shouldn't downplay Rome as a route runner. You know what I'm saying? He still gets it done, in my opinion. I've watched a lot of him. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he can still move. He's still very fast on the field. I'm saying he gets the ball. You throw it to him, he's gonna come up with the ball majority of the time. And so I'm just thinking, I'm like, if I got QJ on the other side and I pair him up with Rome, I'm not gonna lie, I think that duo it could bring out the best in QJ while also I got my guy in Rome who's gonna be my wide receiver one for the foreseeable future. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Dub, how did you feel about that on Rome versus Malik? Honestly, in that situation,
I ain't got too much to say, man. I just, once this draft happens, I'll see what these guys do because they could be great in college, but it could be a different story in the NFL. I think it's just something that's just going to be very exciting to see.
Lad McConkey being the best. Yeah,
we're reaching our timetable right now, man. So y'all got any final words before we head out?
No, I'm cool, bro.
I'm cool, bro.
Not really. Appreciate you having me.
No problem, yo. Like the video, subscribe, man. We'll see y'all again, yo. Peace.
Yes, sir.